Hello guys, welcome again to Preliminary Nursing School. Welcome. So today we're going to be looking at organization of the body as a whole. So if you watched the other videos, you see that we looked at introduction to anatomy, then we looked at levels of complexities within the human body, that is how the human body evolved from cells to tissues, then to organs, then to systems, and then we have the whole human body. Now today we're going to be looking at organization of the body as a whole. Under organization of the body as a whole, I know you may not be able to see this, also, but under organization of the body as a whole, we're going to be talking about anatomical terms. That's the terms we use in the study of anatomy. Then we'll talk about the anatomical position, that is the anatomical position, which is a standard position that the body stays when we want to discuss anatomy. Then we will talk about directional terms, then we'll talk about body planes, and then the body cavities. So do watch to the end of this video. Thank you. Alright, so as you can see, we're looking at organization of the body as a whole. So this is a topic in anatomy where we want to look at how the body is organized as a whole. Remember the last one we looked at was levels of complexities. But this one we're looking at organization of the body as a whole. Is a topic in anatomy in your PTS study, in your first year nursing studies. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be looking at is what we call anatomical terms. Okay, we're going to be looking at anatomical terms. So, anatomical terms are terms that are used worldwide to describe the terms or the definitions or whatever we have in anatomy. Okay, because whether it be in Nigeria or in US or UK, anywhere at all in the world, if you say that the head is superior to the leg, you'll be correct. So anatomical terms are just terms that are utilized in the study of anatomy to ensure that there is uniformity, there is clear-cut communication, there is preciseness or precision, there is unity in all our descriptions in anatomy. So when you talk about anatomical terms, you can simply put the anatomical terms as terminologies. They are terms that are utilized in the study of anatomy to ensure uniformity, to ensure that everybody is saying the same thing, to ensure uniformity, to ensure clear-cut communication in all our discussions of anatomy. That is anatomical terms. Now, under anatomical terms, there are 4 things we need to look at. We need to look at the anatomical position. We need to look at directional terms. We need to look at body planes, and then we need to look at the body cavities. So the first we're going to be looking at is the anatomical position. So what do we mean when we talk about anatomical position? I'm going to put up a diagram now. So anatomical position is the position that you can see right now of the human body. Okay? Of the human body standing upright. You can clearly see where I wrote it here. Of the human body standing upright, head. So while you're listening to the voice, imagine that you're standing upright, your head facing forward, your hands by the side of your body with your thumbs. Of course, once you put your hand by the side, you see that your thumbs are facing away from you. So let's look at directional terms. Directional terms. So remember we explained directional terms as terms that are used in anatomy to show the position of any part of the body in relation to other parts of the body. They are used to just show the position of the parts of the body. So we have about 10 directional terms. You can clearly see the superior, inferior, anterior, posterior, medial, lateral, proximal, distal, superficial, and the deep. So these are the directional terms. So whenever you hear superior, inferior, anterior, posterior, medial, lateral, proximal, distal, superficial, deep, these are all directional terms. So the first one is superior. Superior refers to that part of the body is above, is up, is above other parts. Now, number 2 is inferior. Inferior means that it is below. Anterior means it's that part of the body is in front. So sometimes I can say, okay, in anatomy we can say the heart is anterior to the vertebral column. The heart is anterior to the vertebral column. So what we're just saying is that the heart is in front of the vertebral column. Then the fourth one is posterior. Now, and I can say the vertebral column is posterior to the heart. Means the vertebral column is at the back. Is the heart is at the vertebral column is at the back of the heart. Then the fifth one is medial. Medial means that the part of the body you're describing is at the middle. Is at the middle. Just like, okay, what can we use? We can say the vertebral column is medial to the lungs. Or the trachea. Yeah, trachea. The trachea is medial to the lungs. We're just simply saying that the trachea is in the middle of the lungs. Okay, now I can also say the heart is medial to the hand. Means that the heart is at the middle while the hand is lateral. Now lateral is by the side or away from the body. So I can say the hand is lateral to the heart. Lateral means away. Lateral means away from the body. Away. Okay, proximal means close. Close. Distal means farther away.